Present to you my study of nomadic tribes from Maharashtra, the problems they face and the possible solutions in the context of landscape architecture. All of us must have come across different herders along our way at countryside or walking along the carriageway. There are around 3 million Indians that live a nomadic pastoral life, and they are an integral part of our society and economy, even in 21st century. In order to appreciate the challenges and crises faced by nomads, it is important to understand their need for movement. It is fascinating to know the science and sociology behind this. The foremost aspect is that it is their identity. Beyond this, this is a quest for moderate climate and better economic activities. Not to forget that the travel has its own adventure and social aspects. The largest nomadic community in Maharashtra is called Dhangar or Hatti Dhangar. Dhangar literally means owners of riches. They are on move for almost 9 months a year. This community has rich history, from being wealthy merchants to king to armed forces of Shivaji. The British colonial period has largely disintegrated the culture of nomadic pastoralism by imposing taxes, criminal laws, and declaring pasture as unproductive land. This belief exists even today, and there have been declarations of grazing as threat to reserve forest. One of the most important reasons why Dhangar nomadic pastoralists prefer to be on constant move is to maintain close balance between enough quantity of fodder and water with comparatively dry soil, because their goats and sheep cannot tolerate heavy rains or wet soil. Dhangars travel about 1500 km cycle in a year, covering 3 distinct topological regions of Maharashtra across 7 districts. Their movement is triggered by change in climate, their stays are dotted by festivals, and their speed is influenced by the climate. Dhangars spend the monsoon months of June to September in eastern Maharashtra, known as Marathwada. At the end of Kharif season, post-harvest of Jowar and Bajra, they start their journey towards the west, starting point of journey from Parbhani. The trigger point is end of monsoon, as Marathwada is dry and prone to drought region. The Dhangars start moving westwards as they remain in touch with rich grassland. Almost 350 meters on the route from eastern plains to central Deccan Plateau. Dhangar reaches the grassland and central Deccan Plateau of Madhya Maharashtra by end of October. As the region also has cultural and religious importance to them, they celebrate their festivals and animal fair near Saswat. The Dhangars spend most of their winter wandering around central Maharashtra. The fodder mainly are fallow land grasses and residue of harvested crop. The herd fertilizes the land being prepared for Rabi crop. After the transition from Marathwada to central Maharashtra happens, the journey is on a similar elevation. Towards end of winter, they move southwest through the Western Ghat to reach region of tropical grassland. They reach Konkan around mid-Jan. Here they trade the grains of mountain regions with rice, which is staple food for Dhangars throughout the year. Konkan is characterized by wetlands and provides sufficient water during the late winter and early summer. Journey to Konkan from central Maharashtra is around Western Ghat and climbs and descents. Konkan is characterized by the coastlines. Key issues on the Dhangar migration route in the context of landscape architecture. 3 challenges are most important. 1. Vanishing water resources. 2. Diminishing fodder and grassland. 3. Obstruction to the movement caused by urbanization. These 3 challenges are interconnected and cannot be separated. One has to address all of them together for an effective outcome. Mapping need of water and fodder on the migration route and its availability. Water scarcity is mainly due to 2 reasons: its agroclimatic zone and climatic changes. Accessibility to the water is scarce due to urbanization and land use change. Lack of water has also led to reduction of availability of fodder from agriculture as well as from the grazing land. The site for intervention has been selected based on its critical location on the migration route, diminishing resources, and its habitat, which is in the fragile grassland of Saswal. The area demarcated shows its closest grassland site climbed from either of two available ghats. Hence, the availability of fodder and water at this location becomes critical. However, the water availability is rapidly reducing in this region. This has led the reduction of the grassland and available spread of grazing. In turn, the spread of the Dangar camps have reduced, leading to overgrazing of the region. Hydrological and watershed analysis for the further mitigation. Increasing industrial development and agriculture in watershed region are the pressing issues. However, grazing can be used as tool to maintain the grassland and improve the water holding capacity of the region. Rotational grazing can tremendously help the ecology. Research has shown that different sets of animals with controlled density can make 2 to 3 year long cycle can provide higher yields. Based upon the analysis, few grazing and camping site has been derived for post-monsoon and pre-monsoon seasons for coming 3 years. Post-monsoon grazing land can be closer to the watershed and smaller streams, while pre-monsoon camping sites can be closer to the larger water bodies. I propose a solution in accordance with the understanding and preservation of watershed in this area. Following is my proposed solution. Provide different camping sites for pre and post monsoon seasons. Make a 3-year cycle and the grazing land will be managed by Gram Panchayat. Create a non-motorized recreational zone that encourages activities like cycling, walking and climbing trails along the grassland. This will allow mingling of urban and Dangar lifestyles. The cycle and walking trail will be along different elements of nature like watershed, grassland and woodlands to promote appreciation of land and its value. Section showing cultural overlaps and economical benefits of trading for Dangar during the migration route. Proposing grass plantation and creation of bunds along the watershed area for better permeability. I propose plantation of medicinal trees and herbs around the camping site area. Master plan showing zoning of grassland, woodland and cycling track.